Thanks, Mark. Evening, everyone. Turienzo Alvarez is our referee. An expectant Camp Nou, or possibly one of the games of this fledgling La Liga season so far. Two sides with plenty of pedigree, of course. High quality individual players on view. Just about Barcelona's first choice side in terms of strength. Xavi with that tendinitis and an Achilles, which is restricting him to the number of games he can play. But he did have a rest from the Copa del Rey in midweek, and he starts. Only 19 years old, Luna is at left back. Going to be a real test for him as Barcelona start really quickly here. The run to the byline was from Messi. But it's a very attacking side that Manzano, the head coach of Sevilla, has put out here. They're going for the win too, and Barcelona and Xavi very close to the opener. Goalkeeper was waving that goodbye, Javi Varas.
Well, what a start, Kevin. Unbelievable play there between David Villa and Messi. Clipped to the far post. Wasn't a great clearance, and it fell kindly for Xavi, whose shot was whistling past the far post. A very determined Barcelona who want to take the game to Sevilla. Have a look at the strike here. You can see they're just past the far post.
Barcelona seeking to stay on the heels of Real Madrid, who came from behind, as you almost certainly would just have seen at Hércules. Another 2 goals for Cristiano Ronaldo, 10 in his last 4 appearances. Outstanding strike rate.
He's the Pichichi at the moment, isn't he? 12 league goals so far. Fantastic. Messi would like to get close after 2 goals last week. There's Messi on the ball.
Claims he was blocked off by Renato. The referee couldn't have had a better view. Here's Capel. 2 genuine wingers in the Sevilla side. Diego Capel on the left, Diego Perotti on the right. Just look out for number 12, Freddy Canute, who will play a lot deeper than Fabiano, who will be essentially the lone striker. Manzano has been using Canute in a deeper role to good effect in recent weeks.
Yeah,
Jerry.
he likes coming from deeper positions. He's harder to pick up. And the other thing is, you know, he's playing with 2 white players. Perotti and Capel will give them width. Romerich, for me, is just going to be the anchor man. I expect there Renato, who's going to play on a more advanced role. That's if they can get the ball off Barcelona. It's going to be a cracking game.
Here's Xavi. Barcelona haven't always found their best form here at the Camp Nou, to say the least, this season. Beaten by newly promoted Hércules. Mallorca came here and got a point. But they've started like they mean business, the champions. Alves. Looking to take on the teenage left-back Luna. Villa with a turn. Almost dropped into a shooting position for Pedro. Cleared by Varas, not very far, and Messi scores! Despite the best attempts from Sevilla to keep it out, Lionel Messi, who got a hat-trick when the sides met here in August in the second leg of the Spanish Super Cup, a game that Barca won 4-0. Guardiola's champions off to a flyer.
Well, like I said, Messi won't want to be left out of the action. He started where he finished last week, 2-goal Messi. He gets the first goal, but it was the pressure, Kevin. They were just continuous. They couldn't get the ball out. They were happy to get it outside the penalty area, but they get possession straight back to Barcelona. Snapshot from David Villa, which was partially blocked here. You can see it's blocked by Cáceres, and then the cross comes in from Pedro, and I think the goalkeeper makes a mistake there. For me, Varas flaps at it a little bit. He probably had to, otherwise David Villa would have scored, but it fell kindly for Lionel Messi, and he doesn't miss from that range. And it goes over the line. David Villa lets it bounce over the line. But a perfect, it's a dream start for me, for Barcelona. They want to take the game to Sevilla. It's going to be an all-action match, and there's going to be lots of goals.
13 goals in 12 appearances so far this season for Lionel Messi. I wonder if he's going to get close to his phenomenal haul of 47 last time around.
Yeah, that's 6th in the league, Kevin, isn't it? 6th in the league, which is not bad. A lot of players, you know, you have to talk about the World Cup and the effect it has on players, and you know, sometimes they need to be rested, just like, you know, Pep Guardiola did. We were talking about it early. Xavi, who looked very tired, had the tendonitis and the Achilles problems. You know, Pep Guardiola knows what it's like, and he's resting players when he gets a chance. But this is an awesome attacking Barcelona side, and they're not going to sit back after scoring 1 goal 5 minutes into the game. They're going to look for the second and the third, and that's what the good clubs do.
It was an early test for the number 2 choice Sevilla goalkeeper. Their captain and first choice, Andres Palop, is injured. And Javi Varas, this is his first league game of the season, only his second appearance. He played in the Copa del Rey win at Real Union. They won 4-0 Sevilla in midweek. Barcelona also won in the Cup. In a strange venue, they went to North Africa to play their match against Ceuta from the 3rd tier and won by 2-0. Maxwell and Pedro, the goal scorers.
That was good for Pedro as well, Kevin. Again, he's been short of goals, and I think that'll do his confidence good. David Villa needs a goal. Pedro needs a goal. Messi, he just can't stop scoring goals.
Piqué, who was trying to provide the weight of pass for Dani Alves.
That's great skill from Pedro, which from that cross is where the resulting goal came from. Big chaos in the Sevilla defence from the very first second of the game. Lovely little skill on Conco. Gets the cross in, as we said. The goalkeeper, Varas, flaps at it. Messi picks up the pieces.
Iniesta, who's up for the Ballon d'Or. So many Spanish players are. Having scored a World Cup winning goal, he has to be right up there with a real chance, along with Xavi, and I would say Sneijder would be.
Yep.
They'd be the 3 for me.
Yeah, well, Wesley Sneijder, he did the treble with Inter Milan, and he had a great World Cup. But then there was a lot of Spanish players had a great World Cup, I have to say. David Villa was superb. But you're right, Kevin, those are the 3 I would look at.
Here's Pedro. Abidal for Busquets. Alves. Xavi. Piqué. Instant control from Iniesta. Challenge from Alexis, deemed to be fair on Villa. Desperate for a little bit of possession here now, Sevilla. This is Perotti. Canute. Taken on here by Conco. Trying to slide it through for Fabiano. Not that far away.
Well, it's the best piece of play we've from Sevilla, Kevin. It's taken 8.5 minutes for them to get into the act. A lovely little ball there from Conco. Took a deflection off Gerard Piqué. Snapshot from Luis Fabiano, and he's not too far wide of that far post. That's better from Sevilla. Scored 1 brilliant goal last week, didn't he?
He found his smile, the Brazilian international. He's been scowling for what seems like an eternity up until he finally broke his goal-scoring drought. 2 goals last week in the thrilling 4-3 win against Athletic Bilbao. They were his first goals in 9 appearances. 2 for Freddy Canute as well, both from the penalty spot, one of them highly contentious. This is Cáceres, who's actually on loan from Barcelona. Perotti's lost it. This is Messi. Breezes away from Cáceres, who niggled back and has had to concede the corner.
Well, Well, he wins the ball, Messi, initially to start that attack off, and then he wins the corner kick. Sergio Busquets coming up. He's a big lad for a centre midfield player, 6'2", 6'3".
Xavi with the corner. Piqué, Puyol, both looking for room. Pass a little short for Alves. Wouldn't have best appreciated that ball from Pedro. There's Romarek, who's outstanding last week against Athletic Bilbao. Now Capel. Very sweetly out from the back, Barca. Here's Abidal. Xavi. Glorious pass from Xavi, picks out Pedro. Here's the overlapping Abidal. Plenty of time here for Martin Cáceres. Only played 13 senior games for Barcelona. The Uruguayan international cost a lot of money from Villarreal, but really didn't pull up any trees in his time here.
Not just watching the work rate of Perotti, he had to chase all the way back there with Abidal to prevent that cross coming in. It was a pretty weak cross in the end from Abidal, but there's going to be an awful lot of work for the two wide players. Diego Capel on the left-hand side and Perotti, but I think they're missing Navas. He is such an athlete, he's so clever getting forward, and you know, they've missed him with that ankle injury over the last, 3 or 4 weeks. And when he comes back, they're going to be even stronger.
Kept in by Pedro, will be a Barcelona throw.
Well, Perotti providing double cover alongside the full-back Conco. He likes to get forward normally, Conco.
Well, we talked about, at least on paper, this is a bold selection from Gregorio Manzano, but kind of mood Barcelona have been in for 12 minutes or so, it could quite easily turn this Sevilla lineup into a defensive one with no other option for them, because Barcelona are dominating the ball.
That's the point I'm making, with Perotti having to track back so much. He's done most of his work as a defensive midfield player rather than an attacking midfield player. A better press, and I thought the first 5 minutes Sevilla did not press that well, Kevin, and Barcelona took the initiative, but now they're starting to have a little bit of a bite, and the likes of Romarek and Freddy Canucci and co are making some of the challenges tell. That's a good ball.
Cut out well by the head of Conco. Here's Iniesta. Messi. Flipped up towards Iniesta. Conco does well again. Abidal. Barcelona starting the weekend in 3rd, Sevilla in 6th, 5 points behind the champions. The big two split by Villarreal, who've enjoyed their best ever start to a La Liga season. Here's Fabiano, offside.
That's a shame. That was excellent play, really tight control in a tight area. Lots of Barcelona players snapping at their heels, and they managed to get that little piece of play going forward. And you can see it's marginal. I think it's clever play. Gerard Piqué steps up just at the right time to catch him off.
But it was Conco, Jerry, the player we're talking about, who likes to get forward, who was the furthest forward.
Well, he's played now. 2 weeks ago he was playing as a right-sided midfield player, Kevin, and he's a goal scorer as well.
A couple of goals so far for Conco. Here's Iniesta, who will never forget the goal he scored on South African soil.
I think he got the winner in the semi as well, didn't he?
The one that mattered, and the one that no one will ever be able to take away from him. A World Cup winning goal. Has been feted everywhere in this country since. as has the man on the ball here. Had a great World Cup, Piqué. Broken kindly here for Messi. Interception from Conco. It's all tight for Fabiano. Busquets stepped in. Alves won it back diligently. This is David Villa, who's had a frustrating time in front of goal lately. He's hit the woodwork no less than 8 times this season, David Villa. 4 goals so far in his short Barcelona career.
He's a natural striker though, Kevin. He's an instinctive natural striker. I watched him turn inside the penalty area and hit the shot that was deflected out to Pedro, and you know, he's going to do that, and this is the sort of player that'll have highs and lows, but when he's on highs, I tell you, he will score a lot of goals. 2 good feet, great instincts in around the box.
So consistent as well, David Villa, in his goal-scoring career. 5 seasons at Valencia, averaged something like 27 a season. Here Barca threaten that Sevilla defence again with Villa. It's crowded out in the end.
I was just thinking he could actually went down. That first challenge, he was just about to pull the trigger. I'm not sure if it was Alexis or who it was, but somebody made a challenge on him. Look at the possession, Kevin, 77%. They really are dominating possession here, but can they turn it into more goals? That's the question. That's a foul, is it? Referee says no. Oh, he does. He gives it belatedly. It looked a foul from Freddy Canute. He was slightly behind Andres Iniesta. I'd like to see that challenge on. No, that's the second part of the challenge. It was the one before that when he was going through in goal.
Most of the players out here from the start. Did have a rest in the cup. Only Pedro of Barca's starting 11 began the cup tie against Ceuta. 3 of the Sevilla lineup were in that 4-0 win at Real Union. Both sides in pole position to reach the 5th round. The last 16. This is Abidal. Sevilla, of course, for the holders. Busquets. Pedro finding a little pocket of space, squeezes it out to Abidal. Pedro left it for Messi. It's defended well by Cáceres, doesn't get it away. And cheeky little back heel from Xavi, picks out Villa. Varas down to save.
Just love watching Xavi produce a moment of brilliance like that. Balls come to him, and you know, the anticipation is good because Cáceres initially did well, I thought, with the challenge, but he's trying to play his way out of defence. Gives the ball away to Xavi, and have a look at that. He knew exactly where David Villa was. Clever little back heel. There's a appeal from Luna for offside. He wasn't offside. Cáceres was playing him on, and he gets a step over and gets a shot on target. But if he keeps doing the right things, David Villa, he will get his goals.
Here's Kofi Romarek. Now Capel. Luna runs on ahead of him. Canute. Romarek. Renato. Now Fabiano. Conco providing the width. Romarek. Fed in by Perotti. Decent ball, but Capel was rather off the pace of things there and made it easy for Alves to find Busquets.
Kevin, I hate to see that. Cross is coming in from the right-hand side. Your left winger is standing outside the penalty box. He's got to trap that far post, and here's the counter-attack with Pedro.
Messi tried to cut it back for Pedro. Foul by Messi on Martin Cáceres.
Strange one, isn't it? Martin Cáceres on loan. You know, it's a strange one. It's happened to clubs in the past where they loan them out to opposition and allow them to play against them. The likes of Real Madrid, now they learned their lesson many years ago.
Capel caught there by Xavi. It's a little inquiry from one or two Sevilla players. That might have been punished by a yellow card, and Canute instead has picked up a yellow card himself for dissent.
Well, it's a foul, but it's no more than a foul, and he does tend to milk it a wee bit. Capel, he's up. Freddie Canute should leave the referee to do his job. You know, Xavi's not that type of player. I think everybody knows that. I don't know what the point he is trying to argue. Maybe he feels he has to as the captain.
Pretty soft yellow card. I'm sure Gregorio Manzano, the head coach of Sevilla, views it that way for Freddie Canute. Capel. Luna has come up through the ranks. It's only his second La Liga game, the 19-year-old left-back. Good header, won by Renato. Here's Canute. Perotti gets away from Pedro. This time Capel on the end of it. Steered it only into the grateful midriff of Victor Valdez, but this time he was on the front foot.
Well, that's what he should have done the last time, Kevin. He's obviously learned the lesson. He's given the thumbs up. Capel, good save from Victor Valdez. He had to get a cross goal, but that was a really good chance for Sevilla to equalise.
Risky from Alves. Flag up. It's gone against Canute.
This is the cross, great cross from Perotti. That's the first we've really seen of him as an attacking player, Kevin. He's worked really hard defensively in the opening 20 minutes. There's the yellow card for Freddie.
Here's the goal scorer, Messi. Oh, as if they weren't there. This is Villa. Goes for goal and finds it. David Villa at his very best.
My goodness me, Kevin. We were saying earlier, this guy's natural. He keeps doing what he's doing. He's going to score his goals. But he don't score easy goals. That is a sensational piece of skill. Fabulous skill, right or left foot, and everybody here knows what he's capable of. That's the confidence will start flowing, and look out, David Villa's back on the score sheet with a sensational goal. Great play from Lionel Messi, past two players in the flash, aware of the position David Villa on the right, but he comes inside, steadies himself up, and he curls it in the top corner. Simple. He makes it look simple, but you have to be a top quality player to do that. He's one of the best goal scorers in world football for me. What a goal.
Guardiola and Barcelona with a cushion already on a ground which has been less than kind to Sevilla, certainly in terms of league football lately. They have lost on their last 6 visits in La Liga to the Camp Nou.
Yeah, 2004 was the last time, Kevin. You're absolutely correct. There he is, Gregorio Manzano, who is an excellent manager, has taken over and done a great job so far at Sevilla. That one's telegraphed by Luis Fabiano, and now Barcelona retain possession. 2-0 up, and they're going to go for the third, Kevin, and when they get the third, they'll go for the fourth. I just wonder, it would have been interesting had Capel scored that volley at the far post.
Here's Puyol. It's been a fabulous 25-minute exhibition of attacking football from the champions.
Just wonder, you know, when you come to play at the new camp and you're Sevilla and you've got quality players and you can't get on the ball, and you get a couple of chances and they don't go in, and then suddenly you're 2-0 down, their confidence is bound to be affected by that. It's going to be interesting to see how they pick themselves up, and there's a great ball in.
It's a wonderful run from Alves.
Oh, he didn't need to take it back, Kevin. He could have crossed that. Super play. And he does get forward. He's like a right wing back. He's not really like a right back. And here's Messi. Hard as you get inside those challenges. So strong in between the two. There's Romerick and Fabiano, and this is, just look at this angle, Kevin. How many players can do that? And he does it with the other foot, right or left. You can watch it all day. Just sensational.
Here's Eric Abidal. Now Sergio Busquets. Plenty of time here for Piqué. Iniesta.
You work hard, watch how hard they work to win it back again, Kevin, and press. They're very good at pressing. Look at this. That's Busquets. Absolutely superb. And they've won possession from the kick out, and here we go on the counter-attack. Pedro
takes on Cáceres. And eventually Pedro earns a corner out of Renato.
Everybody's having to work overtime. It doesn't matter whether you're a midfield player. He's in it right back. Perotti's in it right back.
Corner will be taken eventually by Xavi. Referee delays the taking of it. Turienzo Alvarez to just let everyone know that he has his eye on any nonsense that might be going on in that penalty area involving Piqué and Puyol. Well, a yellow card each for Alexis and Puyol.
I don't think he needed to do that. Players are always going to jostle for position, and there's not too much going on.
Well, he went across once, told them to cut it out, and Senor Alvarez decided that they weren't about to oblige, and Puyol and Alexis in the book. Eventually Xavi. This is Alexis. Well, we've got some La Liga football for you, of course, to look forward to on Sunday. Atletico Madrid against Almeria from 6:30, HD1 and 1. That'll be followed by a trip to San Mamés, the Basque Country, Athletic Bilbao against Getafe. Same channels from 8. Here's Alves, playing against his former club, of course. Played 250 times for Sevilla, Dani Alves. And will always be grateful to the club from Andalusia from picking up from relative obscurity in Brazil, polishing him up to the diamond we know he now is. Barcelona are just about set to begin negotiations to extend Alves' contract here.
He's a little bit unfortunate that Maicon plays for the same country as he does. I have to say, that's a good ball. Pedro was clever, he was trying to pick up the knockdown, Kevin. And now he's working, chasing back Perotti.
You're so right about Alves in his international career, Jerry. Any other country, he'd waltz past a century of caps. Who knows, he might not barely get 50 for Brazil if Maicon stays fit. Has been called up, incidentally, by Mano Menezes, Alves, for the friendly against Argentina in Doha next month. And Adriano has been recalled, the Barcelona Adriano, who's amongst the substitutes this evening.
Good player, Adriano, but he hasn't started his career at Barcelona very well for me. I was disappointed the last time he played. Very versatile player, Adriano.
Guess who else is back, Jerry, after 18 months away? Ronaldinho. It's raised one or two eyebrows, but Menezes has been keeping tabs on Ronaldinho's form with AC Milan.
Well, I saw him against Real Madrid just over a week ago, and he didn't really impress me that much, and neither did Pato either, Kevin. That's a foul. Right, Freddie Canuzzi has to be very careful. The referee's giving him that one for free.
Another interesting aspect, incidentally, of that Brazil squad is 8 of the 23 play their club football in Brazil, where Menezes, of course, has been based at club level and knows that scene extremely well. This is Pedro. Great ball in. It's almost fed upon by Xavi.
Again, great skill from Pedro. A double cover. You see Perotti back there. He's got Cáceres in front. He still gets the cross in. Excellent play.
Here's Iniesta. How did he wriggle into space there? Final touch. Adjudged to have come off a Barca player, goal kick.
It was Busquets, Kevin. He seems to be picking up this near post. You know, corner kicks, it's a drill now. I've seen him near post. He's trying to get the flick on at the near post, and he's certainly the intended target. He stayed up after the short corner kick, and he was the pass. But again, a very offensive Barcelona side, just so full of quality. Don't get much better than that, I have to say. That's just top class.
Romaric and Fabiano discussing where Messi disappeared to in the build-up to that sparkling goal from Villa. Villa and Messi link again to good effect. Is there any room? If there isn't any, he'll find it. More often than not, it's Messi again!
That's a good chance, Kevin. You know, I think he's surprised he got the ball unmarked on the edge of the box. There's 4 white shirts. Cáceres nicks it on him, but then it falls kindly after the challenge from Iniesta. He should have done better for me. I think he's tried to chip the keeper. Would have been easier just to slot it one side or the other. You see the frustration will creep in here, and Luis Fabiano, who's had one shot after about 8 minutes, Kevin, and that's all the action he's seen, because Barcelona have dominated possession. They've got the 2-goal cushion, and they're really passing it around.
Foul by Luna. They've given the 19-year-old quite an examination at left-back in this first half. Fernando Navarro, the first choice, is suspended. He was sent off last week against Athletic Bilbao. Did have an option to move Conco or Darbo, who's on the bench, into that left-back position, but Manzano went for the teenager. A bold selection.
They're just feeding on scraps at the moment, Sevilla. Like I say, that chance, well, two chances at the far post. Capel didn't go in the first one. The second one, he did attack it, had the shot on target. Victor Valdez made the save, and it was only 1-0 then, Kevin. But it's 2-0 now, and they're cruising at the moment, and Sevilla have got to get more possession. There's a kick from behind there. Right. I said earlier, Freddy Canucci was very, very fortunate. He didn't get a yellow card when he kicked Sergio Busquets, but Xavi's just had a wee rap here from Romerick, and he has not once but twice. He's gone through, and he's gone straight down the back of his Achilles.
That's exactly what Xavi doesn't need, having struggled all season long with an Achilles problem. Unfortunate there, Romerick, not to see a card. Canute. Pressure immediately descends from Nessi. This is Conco. Shuffles it out here to Capel. Maybe a first chance to take on Alves. Goes for the early cross. It's a beauty. Fabiano climbing for it. Didn't quite drop there for Sevilla. Great ball though from Capel. Here's Renato. Luna. Capel. Luna again. Offside.
Well, it shows you when Sevilla do get players forward and they have got possession in that final third, they can cause problems. This is the cross. Excellent ball in. He's attacking it, Luis Fabiano. I think Abidal does really well to put him off, because it beats Puyol. And Abidal does enough to put Fabiano off for me. Could you imagine if they had equal possession with Barcelona and they got the ball into that final third? They could do some damage. But here's Andres Iniesta, who finds Pedro.
Well, that was his intention. It just scuttled away from the pacey Pedro. This is Renato. Perotti turns well. Almost fed into the path of Fabiano by Canute. Defending was good from Barcelona. Villa. Abidal. Pedro. Iniesta. Now Xavi. Alves makes a run, and it's cut out well by Luna. Run back immediately by Iniesta. They love all the individual quality, the fans here at the Camp Nou, but they're very appreciative of the collective as well, Jerry, aren't they, and the work rate in this team.
They work from front to back. You know, as soon as the ball is with one of those defenders, it's Messi, it's Villa, it's Pedro, who are closing down, working them and trying to win the ball back off them. And here is Pedro, the pacey Pedro.
Bit of space opening up now for Xavi. Alves. Here's Villa. Alves. Messi, for once, couldn't find a sure first touch. Well, just who can live with Barcelona when they're in this mood? Oh, Villa, dummied, took Luna out of it, and Varas makes a really smart save.
David Villa is so quick thinking. Defender had anticipated the wall pass coming off here. Luna's gone, but he turns in a second, gets the angle, forces a good save from Barras. Head up, get in the far corner. Great goalkeeping, good save.
That is an absolutely crucial save at this point in the match from Javi Barras. Sevilla will have to hope it's no more damage than 2-0 at the break. Easy header away for Canute.
Busquets didn't go near post that time, Kevin, as well.
Yet again, Barcelona so quick to recycle possession. Pedro. Busquets.
Oh, he's got clattered. It's Conco. He let it off there. Sergio Busquets, he got hit from behind by Conco, and I think then Sergio Busquets hit the Sevilla player. Looks like Renato he's gone into. Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, Renato felt the full weight of Busquets. "41 scintillating minutes from the champions." This is no bottom of the table or lower league struggle as we know in Sevilla. As Jerry pointed out earlier in this first half, full of high-class players, and the game has just passed them by. The passing and movement has been dizzying at times from Barca.
This is unbelievable. I mean, the blind passes are all coming off them, the one touch, the back heels, everything. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Messi's the one who breaks it down there on that occasion, which is a very rare occasion. Free kick though in a very dangerous position. I don't know, certainly would be David Villa or Lionel Messi would be the two. Now, Dani Alves, being a Brazilian, would say, listen, let me have a go.
Brief shot of Didier Zocora, one of the Sevilla substitutes, going through his warm-up routine. Should Renato have a long-lasting problem after that collision with Busquets.
Yeah, another Ivorian, just like Romeric. This has got to be a shot, direct shot. I'd fancy David Villa to go for this.
Well, he's poised. It is Villa. Sevilla looking to get Renato back on. Busquets is fit to resume as well. Here's Abidal. He's under quite a bit of pressure for the left-back berth just now with the Brazilian Maxwell. Abidal has earned a corner.
Yeah, Cáceres is getting across, made the block. Well, has he given the free kick? I thought it was just a corner. Oh, a little bit high, maybe a little bit late, but corner's taken, it's taken quickly.
And here's Messi. Well, you can count them on a couple of fingers, the misplaced passes from Barcelona in this first half.
That was inches away from Xavi, trying to play Xavi in. But they keep probing, Kevin, they'll keep playing their football. They played some really superb stuff the first half, and 2 good goals, great goals, particularly the second from David Villa.
Still over 70% Barcelona possession. It's not unknown for them to get those sort of figures away from home. So well do they covet the ball, so hungry to caress it and enjoy it. Pedro. Oh, brilliant work from Pedro, and you've got to be careful.
He's already been booked, Kevin.
Oh, this is a yellow card for Conco, and a red.
That's it.
2 yellow cards in the space of, what, 2 minutes at most. And Abdoulaye Conco is off. And with it, one would imagine, virtually all hopes of Sevilla getting something out of this game.
I give credit to Pedro, very clever skills here. Look at this, through his legs, past him, and this is the silly part. He's got the player between him and the ball. There's no way he can make a proper challenge, and he still goes ahead and does it, and he's on a yellow card. And what's the referee supposed to do? He's got no choice. Second yellow card, they're down to 10 men, and it looks like it's going to be over for Sevilla.
A red card for fullbacks in successive weeks. Manzano saw Fernando Navarro see red last week, now Abdoulaye Konko. Good run by Puyol!
Should have scored. Should have scored, free header. And Sergio Busquets looks like he got clattered into as the cross come in. Or was he a decoy? Well, there's an arm, it's Romerick who actually swings his arm round. You can see he catches him, whether it's accidental or not, I don't know. But Puyol should have scored.
Scored the winning goal with a header, didn't he? A cracking header here against Valencia in the last home league game.
Yeah.
We're beyond the 1 extra minute allotted by Turienzo Alvarez. Sevilla will be keen to get in to the dressing room and regroup, but they're going to have to play the second half, certainly from the start, with 10 men after Konko sending off. But what a first half. Messi opened the scoring. And they lead Sevilla with Villa's second goal, 2-0 at the break. Welcome back to the Camp Nou. 10-man Sevilla, always likely to be the stiffest test of their recent revival under Gregorio Manzano. 5 wins out of 6 for the relatively new head coach, who has made those 2 changes in personnel. Luis Fabiano has gone off. So too has Diego Perotti, and on the former Tottenham midfielder Didier Zokora, and also Mohamedou Dabo, who is a fullback. What do you make of those switches, Jerry?
I expected him to bring a defender on. I'm not surprised by that, and I knew he'd take a wide player. It turned out it was Perotti who came off. A little bit surprised he took Luis Fabiano off and kept Freddy Canute on. Maybe he feels as a target man up front, he holds the ball up better than Luis Fabiano. But you know, when you're 2-0 down, I'd rather lose 3-0 or 4-0 than lose 2-0. And I think Freddy on a yellow card, maybe he should have come off for me. I'd have kept Fabiano on.
Here's Luna, who will certainly be wanting to run more in that direction than the Sevilla defensive examination that Barcelona put on the 19-year-old left-back in the first half. Dabo's gone into his customary right-back position, incidentally, and Zokora into his usual central midfield role.
Yeah, it's a 4-4-1. That's what they're playing, straightforward 4-4-1. But he's brought Zokora on because he's an energy player, and you're down to 10 men, you're going to need an extra pair of legs somewhere, and it's going to be hard work for them.
Barcelona making no less than 10 changes from their Copa del Rey win against Ceuta from the 3rd tier in midweek. Only Pedro started that match. Plenty of quality available in reserve for them as usual. This is the revamped Sevilla side in the second half. They've still got 2 central midfield players on, plus Zokora now, who will nominally play on the right of Renato, but he'll be shuffling in, I suspect, quite narrow Zokora to play at 3 in that central midfield area to try and cope with the quality of Iniesta and Xavi in particular.
Well, they're not going to have enough possession. That's one of the big problems for me for Sevilla. And when Freddy Canute gets the ball up front, he's going to have to get support very quick. It's going to have to be Zokora on the right or Capel on the left. But you know, they're basically trying to keep it as tight as possible, not give anything else away, and somehow they're going to try and nick a goal. I just can't see how they're going to nick a goal, to be honest.
This is Messi, fed into Alves, trying to link with Villa. It's Dani Alves. Sight of goal against his former Sevilla teammates. Lovely run.
So many white shirts around, you think there's no way he can get a shot off here. And he plays this lovely little one too. And it's a bit of confusion between Luna and Cáceres, and at the end he gets a shot off on target. Taken quickly by Capel.
Luna, Capel. Renato. Canute. Oh, had a pass on there, didn't quite see it. Luna drifted into space. Now talking of space, Messi, Villa, looking to time his run. Messi instead looked for Pedro. And an uncharacteristic tame end to a Barcelona counter-attack there.
Well, David Villa's come across from the central position to the right-hand side, but he's taken defenders with him, Kevin. Left space, and I think Messi was trying to bend it with the outside of his left foot into the pass of Pedro, but as you say, it was a little bit on the strong side. Good counter-attack play, and Luna was well out of position as well.
That was held up well by Canute. This is Davo, cleverly away from Busquets, takes on Abidal.
Well, you know, there's only one player in the box. Davo's done well to get there, Kevin, but they're not going to get enough support in, and that's my problem. Freddie Canute's on his own, and Capel needs to get in the box alongside him, and maybe even Renato from the central midfield position.
Villa, Xavi, Busquets. In by Xavi, it's too long for Messi. Both these sides will have matches in Europe this coming midweek. Barcelona go to Denmark to face FC Copenhagen, whom they beat here in matchday 3. Guardiola's side with 7 points and their opening 3 Champions League group games. Sevilla would love to have been in the Champions League, but were beaten in the playoff by Braga of Portugal, surprisingly. Lost both legs, and that was a real setback early on in the season for them. They've dropped down into the Europa League, had a poor start, lost at home to Paris Saint-Germain, but they've picked up since then. Won at Borussia Dortmund and in Ukraine against Karpaty Lvov.
That was under Antoni Alvarez, but since our friend Manzano's taken over, it's been a real upturn. I think they've started to go in the right direction now, but obviously down to 10 men, 2-0 down at the new camp, it's not going to help their chances to get into that top 4 spot. And they could have got there, Kevin, if they'd won here tonight. I don't think it's going to be possible, though.
Here's Pedro, Abidal, good crossing position this. Back with Pedro. Xavi. Iniesta. Alves looking for one of those trademark runs in behind the defence, and he scored! No celebration against his former club. But his initial dash didn't bear any fruit. But when they tried to find Javi Barras Sevilla, Alves was in position A1, 3-0.
Kevin, this is all about anticipation. Dani Alves has anticipated there's going to be a back pass. He's got himself in the position where, you know, if he thinks about it for too long, he doesn't go there. But he sees him shaping up, and look, he's changed his mind straight away, and he's made 5 yards up. Gets his outstretched leg to it, and it's a great goal, really is. Unfortunately, it's Sakura, the substitute, who's gone for the back pass, I think, or is it Romeric? It's the other one, it's the other Ivorian, it's Romeric. But what a finish, you know, what a finish. Outstretched leg. Dani Alves has got himself a goal, and this game is over.
Well, certainly a mistake from Kofi Romarik, but as Jerry rightly alludes to there, the anticipation just sums up how intelligent this Barcelona side are. They're switched on in every given situation. Still had work to do with a stretching volley. Alves, but he perfected it. And here he is again.
Good ball.
Great pass, and it's Messi! Saved by the legs of Varas, now Iniesta! Final block from Romarik, corner.
Well, again, this could be any scoreline really now. 3-0 down. They've made a couple of changes and Barcelona are irresistible. Great ball in. Cáceres is caught out. Keeper makes a good save for me, Varas. And then that's great defending, as you said, from Kofi Romarik.
Here's Messi.
Just look at Freddy Canute left up front on his own.
More than a feeling of deja vu for Sevilla, who've lost this fixture in each of the past 2 seasons 4-0. They'll probably be happy to get off the pitch tonight at 4-0 with only 54 minutes having elapsed. Here's Pedro. In by Xavi, offside. Alves again with that run.
That was tight, Kevin, honestly. He's so quick, Dani Alves, as the pass is made. I'd like to see it again. Oh, I think he's just on. Do you know what? The right back, Dabo, I think, actually plays him on when the pass was made, but he is grease lightning. Well, Bojan Mascherano warming up. He's got Champions League game. He's got to be thinking ahead now, Kevin. Rest some legs for the Champions League match in Copenhagen, and that makes sense to me. This is the right time to bring on some subs.
Don't know whether you saw the story this week about the reserve Barcelona goalkeeper Jose Manuel Pinto, who's picked up a 2-match European ban for illegal whistling on a Copenhagen attack when the sides met here in match day 3.
It was ungentlemanly conduct, I think.
Yeah, it's a rare one, isn't it?
It is a rare one, but I'm not sure Barcelona might appeal that.
Here's Abidal. Well, the 10 men of Sevilla still with a big job on here to keep this scoreline to manageable proportions. In case you joined the game late, Abdoulaye Konko, their right back at the start, sent off late on in the first half. 2 yellow cards. This is Iniesta. Oh. Well, he'd driven away from Darbo, but no cross forthcoming.
Well, he could have whipped it in, he had the angle. He just took another touch and he didn't really need to. But it's total domination here from Barcelona. This is this anticipation. Do you know what I think Dani Alves knew before he did, before the defender or the midfield player did, what was going to happen, and he's already on his way. Quickness of thought, mind, anticipation, call it what you want, but fabulous goal.
Lionel Messi. Just that little acceleration of pace took him away from Romarik. It's Cáceres who clears for Sevilla. Capel. Sevilla lost as many as 10 of their 19 away games in the league last season. Relied largely on their home form for their 4th place finish. And that last Champions League spot, which they wasted in the playoffs, Mascherano, as you can see down there, stripped and ready to come on.
I think it's going to be a double substitution, Kevin. It looks like Boyan's coming on as well.
Iniesta. Abidal. This is Pedro. Messi takes on all comers. Iniesta. Busquets. Alves beyond Capel this time, and just a little look towards the referee, as there might have been a little hand in his back.
He's gone down a wee bit too easy for me. There's a touch, there's contact, but it's minimal. I think he makes the most of it. His touch is maybe a wee bit hard.
Free kick in favour of Canute.
Can't see that. He nearly handles the ball, and that's a free kick the other way for me. I can't see how he can give that to Canute.
Here comes the double switch. Pedro is going to make way for Bojan.
Well, he played midweek, Kevin, so that makes sense.
And the other switch will come in midfield. Javier Mascherano will replace Xavi Hernandez, who is struggling to play games in quick succession. They'll rest him every right opportunity. Guardiola will take that chance to protect his star midfielder as and when he can. On comes Mascherano. Here's Alves, instant ball in, via offside. Dani Alves is causing Sevilla so many problems down the left side of their defence.
Yeah, he's greased light, and then you can see David Villa's half a yard offside. He doesn't really need to go early. I don't know a striker in the league who gets caught offside more than David Villa. As we see Negredo warming up, and that would maybe make sense if they took Freddie Canute off and brought on Negredo. Freddie is another one that doesn't really manage 2 or 3 games in a week.
Well, here is Canute. Well, don't forget to pull up the seats for our Sunday La Liga offering for you. Atletico Madrid against Almeria, 6:30 HD 1 and 1. And that will be followed on the same channels by Athletic Bilbao against Getafe. Here's Freddie Canute. Barcelona again rather perplexed. That's Canute earns another free kick. Seems to just stumble there.
He's going backwards and he fell over, and again I couldn't see the free kick. Barcelona not arguing. They're 3-0 up, Kevin, and to be honest, they're cruising.
This is Diego Capel. Barcelona currently on a run of 3 successive clean sheets. They'll be naturally keen to add another.
He's caught him on the button there, hasn't he?
Not for the first time in this
it's the
game.
second time. You know, he was really annoyed at half-time.
Free kick taken quickly, and not to Sevilla's good fortune, as Romaric tried to feed Canute. Abidal. Messi getting the better there of Capel. Lionel Messi finds a corner when there didn't appear to be a gap. He had options left and right, but the moment he picked that ball up, this is all mine.
Kevin, he makes it look so easy. I mean, he's got the ball just inside the halfway line. He's running, he shows strength, his balance is good, his pace, opening up the defence. He sees the angle, he just sticks it in the bottom corner. And you're right, he had got options, and that's 2 goals last week and 2 goals this week.
His 129th goal for Barcelona, Jerry, level now with Samuel Eto'o.
Brilliant. You can see the strength there to hold off the challenge from Capel. Coming inside, 1-2. There's 5 white shirts, but he can still see an angle, and he finds the bottom corner. No chance for Varas. Wonderful run and a fabulous goal from Messi. He is a magician, this little man.
One more, and he will level another former great here at the Camp Nou, Rivaldo.
You have to wonder how many goals he's actually going to score for this club, because he's going to surpass all of those, Kevin, I'll tell you. Very special player.
Once he gets past Rivaldo, he'll have 2 in front of him, Lionel Messi, Kubala and Cesar. The latter has 235, so he's a way to go.
Yeah, well, Kubala is a legend for scoring goals. We'll go back a long time, Kevin, as well.
I say he's got a way to go, over 100 goals to catch Cesar. It'll take him about a couple of seasons at the rate he's going.
47 last year. If he gets 40 or 50 this year, yeah, you're right, 2 years from now we'll be talking about that.
Adriano will be the 3rd Barcelona substitute. 26-year-old Brazilian. Another like Alves, former Sevilla player. It's going to be the captain, Carlos Puyol, who will be resting those legs ahead of the Champions League game in the week.
Yeah, what they're going to do is Abidal will go centre half and Adriano will go at left back. As I said earlier, he's very versatile. Adriano can play in 3 or 4 different positions. And good time to bring him in. As I say, he hasn't had a couple of games I saw him play at the start of the season. Hadn't really settled down, and he's a much better player than what I saw then. He is a quality player, and just as you were saying earlier, got called into the Brazilian national squad.
A real thrill for him to be back into the international fold. No question that the relatively new head coach of Brazil, Mano Menezes, is looking at new faces. Adriano, one of the older ones, but there's plenty younger than him, particularly some relative unknown names playing their club football in Brazil. So interesting to see how they go against Argentina in Doha next month in that friendly. Here's Alves, he's also in the squad. And now Villa, measured, looking for Messi. It was a good intervention by Didier Zokora at the expense of a Barca corner.
Had to be, it was picking out Messi. Messi was on the edge of the box and he was the intended target. And Zokora coming back, had to put it out. But it's going to be constant pressure for the final 25 minutes, Kevin. The game's over, it's all about an exhibition and how many goals Barcelona are going to score.
Alves might just have overdone that. Disappointment for Iniesta.
Well, look at the strength, Kevin, to hold off the challenge, and then running at the 4 defenders inside, picks the spot. Oh, how do you stop this little man? And it's just like a stroll in the park from, isn't it?
One of the rare breed as well, who's as quick with the ball as he is without it.
He doesn't need to look at the ball, he knows where it is. It's tied to the end of his foot.
Alvaro Negredo is ready on the touchline to come on for Sevilla. Scored a couple of goals in the Copa del Rey in midweek. Davo.
Offside. That wasn't the pass really, it should have been played. And again, if you're going to play it to David Villa, you've got to do it like instantly, because he's very quick-minded, and Alex has done well there. He holds the line. There it is, that's what I thought would happen. Freddie Canute, he's worked really hard, he's a lone ranger up front. Able to save his legs for the last 20 odd minutes, it's not worth it. Give Negredo a run out.
No goal for Freddie Canute. He's had a decent goal-scoring record against Barcelona in his 6th season with the club. He's scored 7 in all competitions against them. And a nice friendly welcome for a former Real Madrid player at the Camp Nou. Alvaro Negredo is on. Just in case you're wondering when the first El Gran Clasico of the season will be upon us, it will be towards the end of November. Barcelona at home first against Real Madrid, who won earlier this evening, coming from behind against newly promoted Hercules to win 3-1.
But is it going to be the Saturday, the Sunday or the Monday? Those are the 3 dates.
Well, they've scheduled in a few Monday games in La Liga this season. All yet to be determined. But 2 monumental games they will be. It's a long way out to forecast whether they will be the significant results in the title race, but you wouldn't bet against it.
No, could go down to the head-to-head between the two sides, and certainly last year, Kevin, you know, after watching Barcelona, you know, go and win at the Bernabeu at Madrid, and Pedro scored 1 fabulous goal, but Barcelona's form then were superb. They're starting to get back to their best at the moment. I thought they stuttered a little bit this season, and Real Madrid have just got better and better. Can't see it going anywhere else. Don't think anyone else can compete with those two.
Here's Mascherano, Abidal, Adriano for Iniesta. Javier Mascherano. Alves advanced again, tidied up well by Luna. Renato. It's well anticipated by Victor Valdez.
Keeper sweeper, wasn't he? It's just individual pride for Sevilla. It's nothing like being able to blow your own trumpet, is there?
They're rather used to doing it around these parts.
Oh, Negredo's going down very easy there. He doesn't look amused, does he, Gregorio Manzano? He just runs straight into the back of Abidal, and he goes down like he's been shot. What happened to the big centre forwards, Kevin? Where have they all gone?
It's time for a comeback, Jerry. Here's Adriano. Bojan has been linked in the Spanish press with no less a club than Chelsea this week. I don't know whether Spanish journalists might have been taking a bit of a flyer with that one. West Ham were mentioned as well. there was a spell last season where he was getting itchy feet about a lack of playing time. But how do you get into this team? Here's Messi on, perhaps for a second hat-trick against Sevilla here this season. One back in August in the Spanish Super Cup. Mascherano. Here's Messi. Abidal. Iniesta. Adriano's made a sprint into the penalty area, and I think Iniesta felt he was going to continue that run.
There was too much pace on the pass and the angle was wrong. It needed to be with the outside of the right foot to give Adriano any chance at all, but it's immaterial, Kevin. You know, he's looking at the clock, he's won the match, he's probably thinking ahead to the game on Tuesday night against Copenhagen, which is the next game for them.
Another interesting story, Jerry, that caught my eye in the week. Pep Guardiola being linked with Manchester United when Sir Alex decides finally to call it a day. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised by that, the job Guardiola has done here, but it forced Barcelona's sporting director, Andoni Zubizarreta, to come out and say he doesn't feel that Guardiola would be tempted if Manchester United came calling. They've got rather more of a long-term project in mind with their head coach.
Yep. He certainly plays the right type of football. The Manchester United fans would love Pep Guardiola, but Sir Alex will tell you when he's ready to step down. Now here's Negredo on the counter-attack, and he's got some support in the middle of the box here.
He's going to go for goal. Negredo! It took a deflection, and it still wasn't too far away. Had Valdez scrambling and hit the side netting. And it's their first corner of the game.
Not sure he could have scored from that angle. I think a cross to Sakura at the far post would have been a better option. But they've won the corner kick. They're going to get a consolation.
Here's Didier Zokora. Nice way to pass for Capel. Away by Piqué. Busquets tangling with Zokora. Now Messi. Bojan. Didn't see a pass backwards, so has to go the tight route. Bojan Kirkic, and he's done well to earn the corner kick.
He's not had much playing time this season, Bojan.
Still only 20.
He's a talent, he has got lots of talent in. Needs to develop the talent, but when you look at the lineup, you look at the first choice players at Barcelona, Pedro and Iniesta and Messi and Villa. Not really much opportunity for him to get in, is there?
Iniesta. Alves. Nice run by Iniesta. Took that beautifully. It was well intercepted by Luna. Now there's a break on here for Capel. Early pass wanted by Negredo. Won't reach him.
I just thought Iniesta had a chance to score, and he was a little bit unselfish. I felt the shot was on and didn't need to pass it square for someone else. He should have took the shot himself.
Messi linking well with Alves.
Good tackle. Alexis there's made that touch just to put it out for the corner. Doesn't use his right foot a lot, Lionel Messi, Kevin, but he has got a decent right foot. He can't strike the ball in there. It's a lovely ball, Dani Alves, and then this is his acceleration against Luna, and he goes for the return pass. It's a perfect way to pass. Good tackle from Alexis.
Mascherano. There are occasions in this side that pass the ball so well. When you're not quite up to the mark in that department, it tends to leap out at you, doesn't it? Mascherano falls into that category.
I would agree with you, Kevin. You know, he's more an anchor man in midfield, defensively speaking. He's not a creative type of player. Well, when you see Busquets playing in that role, you forget how good a passer Sergio Busquets is.
It was his development as Villa stays onside. Round Javi Varas. And a clearance off the line from Dabo. Saved Sevilla from going 5-0 down.
Great cover from the defender. I'd say he's done everything right there. Timing of the run from Villa was superb.
I was going to go on to say the development of Sergio Busquets into such a highly rated player now that they could afford to let Yaya Toure go to Manchester City. Here's Capel.
Again, still working hard. 80 minutes gone, closing down. This is a pass from Messi. He's onside. Look, Dabo plays him on the far post, but he gets back on the line and saves the day. That was another goal. Quick feet from David Villa. Look at he skips past Varas, and that's going in. Well done, the defender.
Iniesta. Plenty of room now for Abidal. Nice touch from Adriano. Alves.
Oh, well played.
Messi up to 14 goals now. David Villa on 5. Still fully expect David Villa to get 20 or beyond in his first Barcelona season. This is Adriano. Too close to Varas.
I wasn't sure if it was a shot or a cross. He was aiming for David Villa at the far post. But it's good playing time for Adriano. This is what he needs. He needs to get the space and a little bit of vision. Oh, he was trying to chip him.
Even his well-renowned versatility, Adriano, it's not going to be easy for him to get playing time in this squad either. Playing either full-back position or either flank in midfield, and yet this is only his third start in the league. He's or second substitute rather. He's had 2 starts. Impudent flick from Messi, fed in by Alves. It's going to stay in here for Iniesta. They're not prepared to declare at 4. Taken down by Bojan.
Well, they're still toying with him for me. Bojan only on the park, and I think he was looking to get a strike off himself. It didn't materialise. He might have been better just laying the ball off. But look at this from Lionel Messi. Clever play. And there's the cross from Dani Alves.
This victory for Barcelona will take them on to 22 points, one behind the leaders, their arch rivals Real Madrid, who won 3-1 earlier today away to Hercules.
Excellent result as well.
We have to highlight how good a season Villarreal are having. As I said earlier, it's their best ever start to a La Liga season. They're currently on 19 points. Villarreal will be away on Sunday to Sporting Gijón.
How easy does he go down, Kevin? With minimal contact, he just throws himself.
Offside against Mohamedou Dabo. He hasn't enjoyed facing Barcelona in his first season with Sevilla. He was actually onside. He won't like that decision.
It's time to run perfect again, similar to the one with Dani Alves and the other 20 minutes ago.
Abidal. Good run from Adriano. This is Bojan. Iniesta. Finds Alves. Another really good run from Dani Alves, ghosting into space.
Some of it's this yellow ball, this new winter ball they're playing with, Kevin, but you know, it was a decent cross. I thought he could have attacked it with his head, just go and attack it with his head, but he was looking to make it a wee bit spectacular with a volley, and he put it over the top.
Well, we have the same scoreline as was the case back in August after Sevilla had beaten Barca 3-1 at home in the first leg of the Spanish Super Cup between the champions and the cup holders back in August, and Barcelona put out a largely second string team for that first leg, stronger in the second, and Lionel Messi helped himself to a hat-trick in that 4-0 win.
Just to watch the way they're passing this ball, and there's Messi, springs the trap.
Oh, and he's still hungry for a hat-trick goal tonight.
He was inches away from controlling that, Kevin, but the build-up play was superb. Some of the one-touch play there from Dani Alves and Busquets and co, superb.
Well, very often you can look at a sending off for a team and say that it rather spoilt the match, but even 11 against 11, the mood Barcelona were in from the very first whistle, it didn't look like they were going to slip up here against a good Sevilla side who found some form of late. But once Conco was showing his second yellow card just before half-time, they were already 2-0 down, and Barcelona have dominated possession as they invariably do here.
They've just cruised it. They got the early goal in the second half, made it 3-0. That put it beyond doubt, and they've really cruised. They could have been 6-0 up now, Kevin.
That struck Luna in the face. It's been the deepest of deep ends for the 19-year-old left-back. They really have worked him, haven't they?
We knew it wasn't going to be easy for him coming in, inexperienced at the new camp, and it's been a baptism of fire for him, to be honest. He's had David Villa 1 minute, then he's had Lionel Messi, he's had Pedro. He's got away with this one though, Varas. Javi Varas showing quick feet, quick brain.
Here's Messi. Lovely run from Iniesta, trying to cut it back for Villa. This is Messi.
Just too many white shirts for him, wasn't there?
Busquets. Nicely into the path of Busquets. This is Villa. 5. Almost identical shot that Lionel Messi provided earlier. Same result, perfectly placed by David Villa. 2 for him, 2 for Messi, 1 for Dani Alves. Quite a night for Barca.
It certainly is, and it's a goal to be admired for me because the passing, the accuracy of the passing, the weight of the passing on the right-hand side. You know, for that, the initial pass to Busquets, it is superb. Defender one side of the ball, look at that. The other side of Luna, and then it's weighted, and David Villa takes it inside and just sticks it in the opposite corner. Some superb movement and passing from Barcelona. It's been an exhibition in a lot of ways, Kevin, but great for David Villa getting 2 goals. It'll help his confidence again. As I say, he's a natural striker, and that's quality. Absolute top drawer from David Villa. There is Pinto on the left, applauding the goal. He's not whistling no more, I know that.
The final act on what's been a comprehensive Barcelona demolition of a 10-man Sevilla side in the second half after Conco was sent off. They won't want to come back to the Camp Nou in a hurry, Sevilla. The champions winners by 5 goals to 0.